Welcome to this episode of the Sports Detective Podcast Show. My name is James Williams, and today we discuss if Ben Simmons is going to the G League. Why are we talking about this? Well, if in case you missed it, a few days ago, Jacques Vaughn, who is the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets, basically had like a quote. He was asked about Ben Simmons and Jacques Vaughn in his Ben Simmons availability and if we're going to see him on the court anytime soon. And Jacques Vaughn basically said something like, well, we're not sure on the timetable of it yet. It might be a week. It might be 2 weeks. We're planning on trying to get him, out to Long Island where he can practice a little bit and, play against like some live bodies. People kind of took that and they're like, wait a second, is Ben Simmons getting demoted to the G League? And basically the Nets haven't come out and denied it yet. From anything I've seen, correct me if I've been wrong, anyone in the comments, but it looks like it appears that he's not going to go to the G League, but he might just go and like practice with the local G League, team. But it still is very, very interesting. And I kind of wanted to use this as like a segue to just talk about the whole Ben Simmons experience. I'm going to show you guys this article here in Sportskeeda where it kind of just shows a few different fans' responses to Ben Simmons and his potential, time going into, the G League. So Nets' decision to send Ben Simmons to G League draws hilarious response from fans. Ben Simmons has not played in a game for the Brooklyn Nets since November 6th. Damn, that's a long time. Recent news of where he could be making his return sent NBA fans into a tailspin after playing the first handful of games of the season. Simmons has been sidelined dealing with a back injury and has plagued his Nets tenure. While there is still no timetable on when he'll return, a ramp-up plan is in place. Following the news that Brooklyn plans to get him reps in the G League, fans quickly began clowning the former number one pick. All right, so let's read a few of these. Future Taiwan star. That one made me laugh. Pretty funny. Send him to the YMCA. Oh my gosh. Near future, his career is over, man. G League, skull face emoji, crying emoji. Just pitiful, man. When hearing that Ben Simmons is coming back, the first thing I do is check to see if the news is coming from a parody account. Oh, the Knicks fans are out and they're trolling. G League is the perfect place for this guy. I'll zoom in a little bit in case people need to see, because I know my first pick is relegated to the G League. I'm dead. Ben should retire. He's not going to do that with his contract. Expand tweet. I think this might be the last one. Oh, wait, maybe we'll zoom out. Get ready to learn Detroit, buddy. Oh, God. But yeah, guys, that's basically it. I kind of wanted to show that some of that stuff's funny. We kind of love the internet trolls, especially when they're just trying to be fun, be playful, not hurtful. But I kind of just wanted to use this as a segue to talk about Ben Simmons a little bit here. So Ben Simmons in the last 3 years has only played in 48 games. He missed the entire 21-22 season. He played in 42 games, I believe, last year, and then he's only played in 6 games this year. And I know that a lot of that was obviously the 21-22 season was the holdout and the back injury. And I understand he had the back injury a little bit last year, and that's what's been keeping him out this year too. But I also think too, so like out of the last 3 years, that's like 200 something games that he possibly could have played in and didn't play in, and he's only played in 48 of them. Guys, last year too specifically, he didn't miss a lot of those games because he didn't miss all of those games, I should rather say, because he was injured. He missed a lot of those games because Jacques Vaughn couldn't play him because he wasn't good enough, because he has fallen off a cliff. And it's very sad. This is a guy that one time led the NBA in steals in his 4th year in the league, his third year playing because he's missed his first year due to a foot injury. He was an All-NBA player. He's been an All-NBA player 2 times. He was an All-Star 3 times. This guy was a tremendous, we were having, he was a tremendous talent. We were having debates, guys. People were literally having these debates. This was before Giannis took off. and won back-to-back MVPs. But we were having debates there for a little bit. Who would you rather start your team around, Giannis or Ben Simmons? Giannis is going to be a top 20 player all time, depending on what he can do with the rest of his Bucks tenure. He could potentially become a top 15 player all time. It sounds crazy, but maybe top 10, depending where his accolades and how many titles he can end up winning. If he wins any other MVPs, he could get that high. That is not unrealistic. And we were comparing that guy to Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons was getting compared to that guy. And now we're in a situation here. This guy is like 27 years old. After this year, he has 1 year left on his contract. And if next year goes like how this year is going, this guy's going to be out of the league. He's going to be out of the league. And there might even be a scenario next year where they just either the Nets salary dump him or the Nets just cut him, just period. Because it's gotten to a point where it's just more, it seems like it's more work than what he's worth. And again, I understand it's not like, right, I understand the back injury and all that stuff too. So I know it's not all of like the mental side with him, but I do think part of it is the mental side with him. And I'm not gonna, mentally diagnose him or anything here, but if you look from that Atlanta series, just look at that Atlanta series where he was at, where they lost 3-1. I think he only had like 2 shots in 7 fourth quarters. He had the whole thing where he missed the, he could have taken the layup, but then he just immediately shies away from it. He was too scared, it appeared, to take that layup. And if you look just past that Atlanta series, he's just not been the same player. Even when he's played in these 46 games, guys, these last 3 years, more 2 years, but he's only averaging like 6 points a game. He's only averaging 6 points a game. At his peak in Philly, he was averaging like 16, 17. And he was sharing the spotlight with like Joel Embiid. Like there's a theory that you could have, like if he was like on, let's say, like what Charlotte is now or like what Portland is now, that he, could have been averaging in the 20s. But he had like multiple stars or at least one big star next to him. So that's why he was like a second or third, even sometimes, like score. Because I think Tobias Harris averaged more points than him a few years. But man, just the fall off of Ben Simmons, it's in a way it's sad because this guy's career is going to be over when he's 28. And if he's having back problems when he's 25, 26, 27, I don't think those back problems are magically going to get better when he's like 32. So you kind of look back at that draft and, it looks like if we're doing a redraft, Brandon Ingram was probably the right pick. Or maybe you could even say Jaylen Brown at that number 1 spot. But yeah, well, there you have it, guys. Ben Simmons, I don't know if, the future Taiwan star might be like either the thumbnail of this like post, but I don't think he'll go to Thailand. I think if he were to play professional basketball outside of the US, he's from Australia, so I assume he'd probably go and play there. But again, just kind of getting to the mental point of him, I don't know if he wants it. I don't know if he wants to play basketball. So whatever it is, man, we hope that he can get healthy, get back on the court. Wouldn't it be an awesome story if he, rejuvenated his career, whether it's in Brooklyn and somewhere else, and we get to see Ben Simmons play like as a competent, competitive basketball player into his 30s? That'd be pretty awesome. So I'm rooting for him. But right now, things do not look good for Ben Simmons. So there you have it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you like content like this, hit that subscribe button. I've done like 5 to 10 NBA videos this week that are kind of like anywhere from like 7 to 20-minute hitters, talking about kind of like different basketball stuff this week. We talked about DeAndre Ayton, Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant. We've had a lot of NBA talk this week. I talk NBA, NFL, college basketball, college football, a bunch of different stuff. So hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button, maybe even leaving a comment will really help us out in the algorithm, help people see our podcast, and help support the show. So I really appreciate if you could do that simple gesture. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.